Hi everyone, Phil Rogers and Lauren Hall here from Low Market Edge. It's fair to say it's an unusual time to be a first home buyer. But if you're in an industry where your income is solid, there are some fantastic opportunities up for grabs. Here are the 5 hot topics we've been regularly discussing with first home buyers in the current market.
The first one, is the first home low deposit scheme still available? Yes, it is. Another 10,000 spots became available on the 1st of July, with the approved banks being able to divvy these out in stages. As a quick recap, the low deposit scheme allows eligible first home buyers to purchase a property with a deposit of just 5% without having to pay the costly lender's mortgage insurance.
Number 2, has it become tougher for first home buyers to get a loan in recent months? Well, this will depend on your individual situation and how much coronavirus has impacted your household's bottom line. Common sense says that the banks are of course going to be more diligent in ensuring that a borrower can meet their proposed loan commitments. Interestingly though, the latest Australian Bureau of Statistics data doesn't suggest that it was any tougher for first home buyers to get a loan in February than it was in the previous few months. Indeed, over the month of February, home loans for owner-occupied first home buyers increased by 0.5%. The introduction of the low deposit scheme and the federal state grants means that a large number of first home buyers are finding that they are in a position to be purchasing much sooner than they originally thought, getting into the property market now and paying off their own mortgage rather than the landlord's. And for our clients, it's just as important as it's always been to ensure that we are in the best possible financial position before approaching the bank.
Number 3, I heard some banks aren't doing loans for clients who work in certain industries. This is true. Over the last few months, the banks have changed their policies, with some of the biggest changes coming from our Big 4 banks. Some now require a minimum 20% deposit for self-employed clients, some are shading rental income by up to 50%, and others are more restrictive when lending to borrowers in certain industries, such as hospitality, tourism, or retail. Also, if your income includes commission, bonuses, or overtime, the chances are that we'll no longer be able to rely on that income to demonstrate your borrowing capacity. The good news, as always, is that we have over 60 banks to choose from, and they're all really different. So please touch base with us first so we can help fit the right bank for you.
Number 4, can I use the government grants as my deposit? If you're eligible for the first homeowner grants and the home builder grants, then we can use these as part of your total deposit for the bank. However, the grants become available at different stages throughout the process, and we don't necessarily get all of this up front. So it's important to understand how much money we need at each stage of the building or buying process. Plus, most banks will still require you to have a minimum of 5% genuine savings. So that money you have saved yourself and built up over time.
Number 5, I'm on JobKeeper. Can I still buy a house? Well, the short answer is yes. There are banks that will accept JobKeeper income. Responsible lending says that of course we'll need some additional information, including understanding more about the industry you work in, and if you have had your hours reduced, when you would be expected to go back to full duties. If you're only receiving the JobKeeper payment of $1,500 a fortnight, you might find that your borrowing capacity is lower than you expected. If this is the case, we can work through a few different options and build a plan to have you ready to buy once your income returns to normal.
So if you'd like us to help you explore your options and secure a competitive home loan, then please get in touch today. We're ready to jump into action and make it happen for you. Bye for now.